Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Steve Larson, and first off, I really want you guys to send a whole lot of messages as to which funnel you really like, mine or Russell's, because I think we'll know obviously who the winner is here. So, hey, recently I was talking to one of my buddies, and I don't think he's going to see this, so I'm just going to be open about it. He hates his job. He hates what he does. He voxes me all the time, and he says, "Steven, please, like, what product can I make out there? Like, what is it? What should I go do?" And I've told him time and time again, like, it's called funnel hacking. Get out there and do it. And eventually, I was talking to someone else about the same thing, and I was like, "Hey, man, you already know enough to go make money and be successful online. You already do. Whatever you know, someone else doesn't. You can go make money for that, right?" And so sometimes for a lot of you guys who feel stuck or you need some cash flow, what I really wanted to focus on was that you actually already know stuff that people don't, right? And so here's an example. About a week ago, I was Googling, something. I was like, "Hey, I need a professional answer. I need someone who can give me some professional advice." So I got on Google and I started typing it, and I had this ad pop up right here, and it was justanswer.com, and it's really simple. And so I ended up clicking on the ad, and it brought me over here to this page, the easiest way to get expert help. And I thought, holy cow, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is something cool. So I asked my question here, and it's a big group of lawyers, doctors, mechanics, a whole bunch of professionals, right? Professional services. So I wrote my question in and I clicked get an answer. And right after that, it brought me over to this page. And I wrote this, how do I build a sweet sales funnel for our intents and purposes. But what's kind of cool is that if you go through and you start writing in these questions, it starts sucking you into this process. It's very clever, because a lot of times if I'm going to go talk to a lawyer or somebody, that there's a big barrier, I feel like I gotta be in huge trouble, and so what this does is it kind of dumbs down the barrier to go ask these professionals. And so I asked my question. Well, the very next page says, now this is totally an upsell. Well, how fast do you want it? Do you want it now, or do you want it soon? Do you want it, no rush? And they tag on like $10 for every time you move it. How detailed the response do you want? Well, you're obviously going to want a great one. So, if you go and you move where am I here? Anyways, if you go in and you add, hey, I actually want something really in depth. It just put 15 more bucks on there for an answer. I want it really in depth. So what's awesome is when you go and you click continue, you actually go to the buy page, and this is where the magic happens, okay? They've upsold you. Yeah, I want the best answer I can get, and I want it now, or no, I can wait a little bit. And it's going to send you right over here, right? So you'll place the order, you'll go through, but this is really the next part that's awesome over on this page. Get answers within 30 minutes or less guaranteed. Start my free trial. Look at this. This is basically a continuity program for getting answers, and you can ask different questions to different professionals. You're asking lawyers and all these people who have really high barriers to go out and get them. You're basically getting on a continuity thing. Look, 5 follow-up questions with lawyers, unlimited follow-up questions again, but now you get more of it, like $56 a month. That's a great membership site, right? So here's what ended up happening. I went and I clicked. I was like, no, I'm not going to do anything on the trial, but I ended up getting 3 emails. And the first email said, "Thanks for joining. Hey, thanks so much. We appreciate you." And about 15 minutes later, I got an answer from a real life person. He's a lawyer on my question, and it was detailed. And I got in there, like, this is really, really cool. Well, then I got a third email like 15 minutes after that, and it was this pitch again that said, "Hey, do you want to continue conversation with so-and-so? Why don't you just jump on the free trial? And if you like it, don't worry about it. We'll just bill you in like 14 days. And if you hate it, just let us know and we won't bill you again." Totally classic like marketing style. I was like, this is incredible. I love this funnel. And I almost forgot about my question actually. I was like, this is so cool, and I had to start drawing it out. So I'm gonna do that now though. So, and this just to reinforce the point again that a lot of you guys know something that other people are willing to charge for or willing to pay money for. And so I've set something up like this for my own business. You should do it for your own as well. You all have these byproducts that you create, like Russell was talking about, from products that you create. You can charge for that. And so here's what they've got. So they've got, we'll call it just answer. All right, so just answer. So they started out with an ad. And I'm assuming that they targeted people that were asking specific questions that someone would ask a lawyer, right? And so they've got an ad here. As soon as you click on the ad, though, it takes you over to a page that says, "What's your question?" Right? Really simple. It's almost kind of a squeeze page. There's no other place really to exit this page. It basically is a squeeze page. You've got the steps down here on the bottom. Look, you're going to ask, you're going to solve, and then you're going to relax, you know. This is 100% is basically a survey page. So there's a survey page here in the front. All right, and you ask your question, and then you submit it. All right, that's going to put you on a really sneaky little email sequence, obviously. The very next thing is kind of like order customization, the equivalent of that. How fast do you want it? Do you want it quick? Do you want an in-depth answer? Who doesn't want an in-depth answer? They're just upselling you and get more money. It's really clever. All right, so they're going to customize. You got all these different sliders that are tied to different dollar amounts. Right, and then you click submit again. All right, then it says, hey, you know what? I'm going to go and find you somebody, right? You go and oops, I'm sorry, there's an order page here. So they order, you fill out an order page. All right, from that point on, you get put on this really cool email sequence. And it waits till you're, you know, there's a welcome email, thanks so much, but it waits for a little bit until you get an actual answer back. So someone goes out and they answer, but then they just send you another email. Hey, check it out, someone actually answered. And they bring you over to another page that says, do you want answers like this all the time? You know, there's a continuity pitch at that point for it. So it's basically a membership site full of people who can answer your questions. That's pretty much it. It's not that complex of a funnel, but what's cool about it is I guarantee these guys are breaking even probably on their ad costs in the front, just like Russell teaches, and then they're making tons of money, $56 a month, on this membership site in the back. So that's pretty much it. And then I eventually opted out because I kept getting all these emails. Hey, well, you know, your question relates to this question over here. Are you sure you don't want to just trial this thing out? You know, oh, you know what? Most people in your situation, they got this question. Why don't you just trial it out? You know, they kept pitching me over and over and over again for this professional services membership site, and all they're doing is answering people's questions. So anyways, clearly that's a better funnel than what Russell had. But anyways, I'm excited for you guys to go use this. We'll build it out, and you'll get inside the membership area, the share funnel. But again, I just want to push out the point again that if a lot of you guys are feeling stuck on whatever it is you're trying to go for, you probably have some knowledge in an area that you may not think is that valuable. It's unique value to you. We can go offer that to people for different price points. So anyways, guys, thanks so much. Go click the share link and start using this in your own business. Bye.